Caves. Original text by Tim Ross. Caves and underground passages.
Caves are hollow spaces in rock or ice. Some caves are smaller than a room in a house. Others are enormous. The system of passages that connects a group of caves can be as big as a city. Sometimes passages and tunnels are hundreds of kilometers long. Sometimes underground rivers go through the caves and form underground lakes. The Mammoth Cave has caves at 5 different levels and covers nearly 500 square kilometers.
Did you know that the Mammoth Cave in Kentucky in the USA is the biggest cave system in the world? Limestone caves.
Limestone is a hard grey rock. When rain falls on limestone, the water goes through cracks in the rock. Rainwater can dissolve limestone. Very slowly, the limestone dissolves along the cracks. After thousands of years, holes and tunnels form in the rock, and they get bigger and bigger until a cave appears.
Did you know that most caves are limestone caves?
Limestone caves sometimes have amazing rock formations. Some look like giant candles or tall chimneys. Stalactites grow down from the roof of the cave. Stalagmites grow up from the floor of the cave. Sometimes, after thousands and thousands of years, a stalagmite and stalactite meet and then form a solid column of rock.
Did you know that it can take 1 year for a stalactite to grow 2 centimeters? Ice caves.
Ice caves often appear under glaciers. Glaciers are enormous mountains of ice which move very, very slowly. Sometimes warm air and water under the glacier help the ice to melt and make an ice cave. The ice caves do not exist for long. Ice caves can also appear inside rock caves. The water on the walls of the cave turns into ice. The ice covers the walls of the cave like a big refrigerator.
Did you know that ice caves are the most dangerous kinds of cave? Lava caves.
Lava caves sometimes appear when a volcano erupts. Red-hot lava flows from the volcano and makes a river of lava. The outside of the river of lava cools down and changes into solid rock. But inside, the lava is still moving, and it travels along the inside of the rock tube. When there is no more hot lava, there is an empty hollow tube. This is a lava cave.
Did you know that the longest lava cave is in Hawaii and is more than 11 kilometers long? Sea caves.
Waves crash against the soft rocks of cliffs and form sea caves.
Cave animals.
Caves are very difficult places to survive. There is no light and there are no plants. But there are animals that live in caves. There are eels, spiders, scorpions, bats, and insects. Sometimes bears sleep all winter in caves. One of the strangest cave animals is a blind fish which lives in the Ozark Caves in Oklahoma, in the USA. The fish has no eyes and no color. There is no light in the rivers and lakes where it lives, so the fish swims in total darkness.
Did you know that as many as 200,000 bats live in the huge bat colony in the Carlsbad Caves in the USA? Animal fossils.
Caves can give us important information about the past. In 2002, in Western Australia, there was an important discovery: a cave with perfect fossil skeletons. All the fossil skeletons were from enormous animals which are now extinct. There was a skeleton of a big 3-meter-tall kangaroo and an enormous lion. These fossils tell us what Ice Age animals were like in Australia over 10,000 years ago.
Living in caves.
Prehistoric people sometimes lived in caves. All around the world, there are prehistoric cave paintings. Some of the cave paintings in France and Spain are more than 30,000 years old.
Man-made caves.
In the past, people carved into rock and made caves. Sometimes they did this to escape from cold or hot weather. Sometimes they made caves to hide from their enemies. In the 7th and 8th centuries, in Cappadocia in Turkey, people carved enormous underground cities into the rocks. More than 20,000 people lived in different underground cities, and they were safe from their enemies. The city of Derinkuyu has 18 underground floors, and there are special tunnels to bring air into the caves.
Modern caves.
People still live in caves today. In Australia, the temperature can be 60 degrees Celsius in summer. Many of the houses in the mining town of Coober Pedy are underground because it is cooler here. Sacromonte in Granada in Spain is well known for its caves. People continue to live there today.
Did you know that if you want to live in a cave, you can buy a cave house on the internet? Exploring caves.
People who explore caves for fun are called cavers or potholers. Caving is an exciting hobby, but it can be dangerous. Caves and passages are often very narrow, and cavers have to crawl on hands and knees. Caves can be very high, and cavers sometimes have to use ropes to climb up and down walls of rock. Cavers need a hard hat with a light, strong boots, gloves, and climbing equipment and ropes. Caves are usually cold and wet, so cavers also need warm, comfortable clothes and protection for knees and elbows.
Safe caving.
When cavers go exploring, they always go with a group of people. Each caver takes 3 different lights. For underwater caves, cavers need diving equipment and rubber boots. Do you hate small, dark places? If so, don't go caving.
Did you know that cavers learn special breathing exercises and movements to help them if they are trapped in a narrow passage?